the cold steel of handcuffs beat into my wrist. Loud. The policeman shouted, his breath smelling of cheap liquor. My heart pounded against my ribs. How did a weekend wedding trip turn into this nightmare? It all started with the wedding invite in Kaduna. Living in Abuja, a road trip with my childhood friend Adeleke, also known as Kiss and Tell, seemed like a fun adventure. Adeleke was a party magnet, drawn to free food, drinks, and anything in skirts. Before hitting the road, we made a quick stop at ShopRite to pick up a few items. The Kaduna-Abuja road was notorious for its dangers, with frequent kidnapping, poorly maintained road riddled with potholes. As we drove and conversed, I noticed that Adeleke was starting to feel sleepy behind the wheels. Despite my insistence on taking over, he brushed it off, claiming he was fine to continue driving. Suddenly, a vehicle carrying food items filled with traders grazed our car. It was unclear whether Adeleke had caused the scratch or if the other vehicle was at fault. In a rash move, Adeleke decided to chase after the vehicle. Despite my pleas to slow down and let them go, he ignored me, driving dangerously close to their rear. The situation was risky. Any collision could have resulted in a devastating accident. When the vehicle eventually stopped, Adeleke jumped out and engaged in a heated argument with the driver. As the passengers emerged from the vehicle to defend their comrade, I realized the escalating danger of the situation. Faced with the choice of risking both our lives or leaving Adeleke behind, I made a split-second decision. I swiftly took the car keys from him, reminding him that it was my car, and urged him to join me immediately. Reluctantly, he complied, and we drove away from the escalating confrontation. Upon reaching Kaduna, our troubles were far from over. We were pulled over by the police, who proceeded to search our car. To our surprise, they found a brown Rizla, leading them to accuse us of using drugs, starting a confrontation with the officers, and one of the officers' gun clicked as he pressed it against my temple. The metallic tang of fear flooded my mouth. "I will kill you and nothing will happen," he said angrily. Thinking fast, I noticed he had an Hausa accent, so I gambled. "Haba Malam," I said, using the respectful Hausa terms for "calm down, sir. Let's talk about this." The tension eased. They shared language, a bridge across the cultural divide. Drawing upon my knowledge of the Hausa accent, I managed to defuse the situation, calming the officer down and averting potential tragedy. Reflecting on the event later, I realized the gravity of the situation we had faced. If not for my intervention with the police officer and my native intelligence, the outcome could have been far more fatal. The experience served as a sobering reminder of the unpredictable nature of our lives and the importance of staying level-headed in moments of crisis. The moral lesson of this story is to prioritize safety over pride, make responsible decisions in challenging situations, and rely on adaptability and effective communication to navigate through adversity and prevent harm. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Stanley Chooks, aka Advance, aka Pink, the Fine Ball.